I didn't tell my mom I was in labor until after the baby was born. My husband was holding my hand in the delivery room when my phone started buzzing. It was my mom calling for the third time that hour. I let it ring. Let me explain why I made that choice. Growing up, my mom made everything about her. When I got my period for the first time, she cried for 2 hours about how her baby was growing up. When I graduated high school, she gave a speech at dinner about the sacrifices she made as a mother. When my husband proposed, she interrupted the moment to ask why he didn't ask for her blessing first. Every milestone I ever had became her moment. So when I found out I was pregnant, I knew I had to set boundaries, real ones. I told her the due date was 2 weeks later than it actually was. My husband thought I was being dramatic. "You'll regret not having her there," he said. "I won't," I promised him. My water broke at 6 in the morning on a Tuesday. My husband grabbed the hospital bag while I breathed through contractions. We drove to the hospital in silence because I was focused on not screaming. The labor lasted 11 hours. During hour 3, my phone buzzed. Mom again. I silenced it. During hour 7, she texted, "Just checking in, sweetie. Call me when you can." I didn't respond. During hour 9, my husband looked at me with worried eyes. "Don't you think we should tell her? She's going to be devastated." I was mid-contraction and couldn't speak. But even if I could, my answer would have been no. At 5:47 in the evening, my daughter was born. 7 pounds, 4 ounces. Perfect. I held her against my chest and cried. My husband cried. The nurses were wiping her down, and I couldn't stop staring at her tiny fingers. This moment was mine. Ours. Nobody else's. An hour later, I finally called my mom. "Hey, sweetie," she answered cheerfully. "What's going on?" I took a breath. "I had the baby. She's here." Silence. "What do you mean she's here? Your due date isn't for 2 weeks." I lied about the due date. "I had her an hour ago." More silence. Then her voice changed. "You lied to me about when my granddaughter was being born?" "Yes." "Why would you do that to me?" Her voice cracked. "I've been waiting 9 months for this moment. 9 months! And you just took it from me." "I didn't take anything from you. This wasn't your moment." She started crying. That angry, dramatic crying she always did when things didn't go her way. "I can't believe my own daughter would be this cruel. Do you know how much I've sacrificed for you? And this is how you repay me?" My husband was watching me with concern. I stayed calm. "Mom, I love you, but I needed this experience to be about me and my baby, not about you. So I'm just nothing to you? My feelings don't matter at all? Your feelings matter, but not more than mine. Not on the day I give birth." She hung up on me. I put my phone down and looked at my daughter. She was sleeping peacefully against my chest. I didn't feel guilty. I felt free. My mom showed up at the hospital 2 hours later anyway. She'd driven an hour and a half without being invited. When she walked into my room, her eyes were red and swollen. She looked at me, then at the baby, then back at me. "I should have been here," she whispered. I shook my head. "No, you should be here now. That's what matters." She stood frozen in the doorway for a long moment. I could see her fighting with herself, fighting between making this about her pain or accepting what I was offering. She walked over slowly, sat down in the chair next to my bed, looked at her granddaughter for the first time. "She's beautiful," she finally said. "I know." She reached out and touched the baby's tiny hand. Then she looked at me with tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry," she said quietly, "for making everything about me. I didn't realize I was doing it until right now." I didn't expect that. I expected screaming, guilt trips, manipulation. Instead, she just sat there holding her granddaughter's hand and crying softly. We didn't talk about it again that night, but something shifted between us. For the first time in my life, my mom let me have something that was just mine. She still oversteps sometimes. Old habits don't disappear overnight, but now when I set a boundary, she actually listens. My daughter is 3 now, and every year on her birthday, my mom sends me a separate card. It always says the same thing: "Thank you for teaching me what I should have learned decades ago."